Time to play another game that has been long overdue in my collection. A real-life friend of mine who, under the YouTube handle, goes by CritX, recommended a handful of games for me to play, this being one of them, and I decided that this is going to be the one that I play. So thank you, CritX, for the suggestion, and to also, if you didn't figure it out by the title, Final Fantasy VI Advance. Just because, make it a little more... like, Final Fantasy... it has some adjustments to the Super Nintendo one, it also has a bonus dungeon. There's a few extra goodies in it, so let's go ahead and try this one. Also, I'm gonna give CritX an honorary naming in this game. I'm not going to name him after Terra, because that, that'd be mean. I'll be naming Loke after you. But what I'm gonna do is, anyone else that... the first people to leave a comment on any of these videos, on any of these Final Fantasy VI videos, if I see that you left a comment, I will name a character in this game after you. The next one coming up. And Terra will... I'll just call her Terra for now, but when it comes time to... that I can rename characters, I will then go back and rename her. The Ancient War of the Magi. When its flames at last receded, only the charred husk of a world remained. Even the power of magic was lost. It's been at least a good 5 years since I've played this game. In the 1,000 years that followed, iron, gunpowder, and steam engines took the place of magic, and life slowly returned to the barren land. And it was this version that I played that long ago. I think I'll still remember it alright. Yet there now stands one who would reawaken the magic of ages past and use its dreaded power as a means by which to conquer all the world. And where's our 3D version of this game? We have an excellent 3D version of Final Fantasy IV, which I'll probably play before long. I also plan on getting back to Final Fantasy IV the After Years. Could anyone truly be foolish enough to repeat that mistake? I do believe. So I am actually kind of pumped to be playing this right now. It's been a while. It's my second favorite Final Fantasy. Yes, I'm sorry, Final Fantasy VII's my favorite. It's usually 6 or 7 for people. For me, it's 7. I'm not knocking 6. 6 is still a masterpiece. But 7 was probably the first 3D RPG that I played. Hard to believe an Esper has been found frozen after 1,000 years after the War of the Magi. Yeah, that is pretty tough to believe there, Biggs. It's awful Biggs of you to notice. Gah, probably just another wild goose chase. Must have said wedge. Allow me to wedge that in there. I don't know. They wouldn't have let us use her unless they were confident that the information was good. Listen to that ambiance. Ah yes, our witch. And is that like a photograph in the background, or did they draw that? I hear she fried 50 of our Magitech armored soldiers in 3 minutes. Kinda makes your skin crawl, doesn't it? Yeah, that's ferocious. Relax. With that thing on her head, she's a mindless puppet. Oh, and I'm also... the girl won't even breathe unless we tell her to. I'll give you more exposition when there's not words on the screen. We'll approach from the east. Move out! Alright, let's move out. Let's not jump off that ledge and move out. But I decide to, in case the strap didn't tip it off for you, I'm gonna be playing this with a handy-dandy Guitar Hero controller too. 'Cause why not? Make it a little added difficulty. I'm also gonna put it on active, to try to make it as difficult as possible, as we soak in the Super Nintendo level cinematic with some remastered text, if I'm not mistaken. I probably haven't mentioned yet, but the score in this game is amazing. This game is just incredible on so many levels. It's just funny when you speak for myself, but you can get into adulthood and kind of lose track on some of these games. Like, this is one of my favorites. I haven't played it in like 5 years. And since that 5-year span, I couldn't tell you the last time I played it before that. But I think a lot of stuff is ingrained permanently in my head for this game. What else did I want to bring up? Yeah, I'll be playing more... I'm almost done my Mother 3, and I will have more Breath of Fire 2 to come, but I have that set up on my older computer, and it takes a long time to render those videos. So this week I didn't have time to make one, but I will have time to make this Final Fantasy VI one. So it's probably a good thing that I have another new game on the back burner, as I continue on, what, like 87 days straight of video making? I'm up there, I'm up around 80. I'm not trying to brag or anything, it's just, I'm up around 80. And we are almost at our destination. Can I skip this? It's too late to skip it, the music's clearly wrapping up. And also I believe in this version, there is like a bit of a run feature, but then you get the sprint shoes later, which is like an auto run, and then you can auto run and manual run together, so you go like extra fast. The girl takes point, and don't waste time on the riff-raff. Remember what we're here for. Let's move! So I'm guessing... maybe I can't run in these? Imperial Magitech armor! Not even Narsh is safe anymore! No, apparently not. Ooh, fancy different thing. I should also increase the battle speed. I probably don't want on super max speed, but I would like to speed it up just a little bit. Enough for the both of us. I shouldn't need this much speed. I should need more... I shouldn't need it to be this slow, I should say. Oh great, people are gaining levels and potions and gil and all sorts of stuff. So let us configure the game. So battle speed... lower number, the faster it'll progress. Okay, let's start it at 1 and active. And let's auto-dash on. I'm not sure why I would ever want that off. So there, now I don't even have to push a button. I can just auto-run. I don't believe there's anything much else in this town right now for me to get. So I'll just continue murdering these guard patrol people. In cold blood. For a variety of different reasons. Some of which I don't quite recall at the moment. But I'll just continue to fire beams at these Lobo characters. As I continue... oh, you want some of this, eh? Well, I'll kill you just the same, then. And as you may have noticed, question mark here has more that she can do. What's Banisher do? Let's use Banisher. Except the guard will die in the meantime. I'm thinking Final Fantasy VII that has, like, the health bar. I don't think Final Fantasy VI has anything like that. But let's see if I can't... is it gonna tell me what those other things do? I might not be able to... I might not be able to find that out, I'm not sure. Like I said, it's been a while. We've got them trapped now! Ooh, they're teaching us about pincer attacks, and how you don't want to get hit in the back and stuff. Which is a valuable lesson. Ooh, critical. That wouldn't be a crit X, would it? So let's just continue pounding out some fire beams. Killing these monsters. Ending their very existences. As we continue onwards, gaining all kinds of levels. Ooh, and even question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark gained a level. How exquisite. So let us continue to merrily invade this dungeon. Defend the mines! Why don't you mine your own business? Ooh, we got 4 enemies to kill. Let's see if I can't use Banisher on these woolly mammoth adversaries. Banisher. Yeah, let's try it. Is that like a banister, but said with a lisp? I should probably start using Healing Force at the next convenient time. Next time I see a bunch of enemies that I've fought already, I'll just heal up a bunch, and you won't know the difference. We'll skip a battle you've already seen, because, you know, we've kinda... I don't think any of these enemies are gonna issue any grand surprises at this juncture. Just kind of reacclimating towards the whole Final Fantasy VI thing. Can't wait till I get my sprint shoes already. Well, you have something on your mind. According to our source, they unearthed the frozen Esper in a new mine shaft while they were digging. This must be it. Thanks for the heads up. Oh, and there's a save point, which I ought to utilize. Strange light fills the air. No, I don't. I already know about save points. So let's save the game. And I suppose I could also just use regular cure. Could I have used that on everybody? Yeah, I could have. I'm not sure if I would have wanted to. Do I have a tent? No, I have a potion, though. No matter. Don't have to worry too much. Can we go this way? No, we're too big in our armor to go that way. So let's proceed this direction. How do we break this down? I'll handle this. Stand back! Ooh, that's quite a shoulder tackle. Good going, whichever one you were. We're not handing over the Esper. Oh, why not? Ymir, get him. Ymir, come here. Oh, so this is the Welk, but it's Ymir. Hold it! This thing's, they must have trained it to guard the mines. What are you talking about? You know what this is? Ever heard of a lightning Welk? It's a monster that absorbs lightning. Oh, they still call it a lightning Welk, okay. And stores the energy in its shell. Right. So whatever you do, don't attack the shell. Don't tell me what to do, I'll do whatever I want. Got it. Alright, so I wouldn't advise attacking the shell, even though... Yeah, pretty much when it goes back into its shell, that would be an excellent opportunity to use the Healing Force. I'm not sure if any of these beams are really more potent than the other ones. There, it's crawling into its shell there now. So let's Healing Force question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. Because this thing's gonna counter, although I don't know with what. Oh, it hits everybody. Yeah, for not crazy damage. But let's just use this in order to maintain the remainder of MP that question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark has. So Ice Beam and Thunder Beam, and let's see what does the most damage. I'm guessing not Lightning if it's a Lightning Welk. But what do I know? 148, it's probably all about the same. Oh yeah, crawl back into your shell. Oh yeah, I forgot I had this missile. I should probably use the Magitech missile. I think it does about 500 damage. If memory serves correctly. I better make sure I'm all healed. One more of those and people would be perishing. They would cease to exist. And we can't have that. That wouldn't make for much of a game if the main characters cease to exist at the first boss. Like even like an Atari game would have more to do than that. Yeah, 450. Yeah, you crawl back in your shell, but this time I'll wait. So how do I alternate? Okay, so I have to hit select. That being said, I am going to select Magitech Missile again, for it did a lot of damage. There we go. It's awful considerate of the game to have you select its head before it actually pokes its head out of the shell. Give you that a couple extra seconds. There we go. Even though it's a Lightning Welk, I defeated it with lightning. It's a fight fire with fire situation, but it's a fight lightning with lightning situation. Using the old thunderbolts of lightning. I totally forgot that you didn't get experience from bosses in this game. That's always been a pet peeve of mine in games, when bosses don't give experience. What do we have here? We got some spritzers. I could go for a spritzer right about now. Yeah, and ashes, ashes, they all fall down. But yeah, like, if I remember correctly, you can get, like, to level up your espers that you get eventually, you will, you require, like, tech points, or something like tech points. And bosses do still give you that, if memory serves me correctly. So it's not a total loss. But, like, I just don't get why won't a boss give me experience? So, is this the frozen esper? It looks pretty frozen to me. Unless that's just some sort of crystal that it's in. But its name's Frozen Esper, so it must be frozen. This thing's giving me the heebie-jeebies. Maybe it's just the music that's giving you the heebie-jeebies there, Wedge. Oh, do I actually have to push the button? Something isn't right here. Well, if something's not right, then what's left? The frozen creature begins emitting an eerie light. Not a nosy light, or an elbowy light. An eerie light. Where's that light coming from? What was that? Wedge? Wedge, where are you? Hey, what's going on? I think they just went to the X zone, but I'm not sure. Girl doesn't have a whole lot to say, although she is the main character. Oh, now they're fusing? They're having some kind of magical interaction with each other. And next thing we know, she wakes up in bed. So I guess I will get out of bed. Where am I? My, and I just removed the crown. My head hurts. I'm sure it does. Oh, hey, it's dinner. Easy there. This is a slave crown. The others were using it to control you. Oh, that's not dinner. It was robbing you of your thoughts, making it so you do whatever they told you to do. I can't remember a thing. Don't worry, it'll all come back to you. In time, that is. Having amnesia, I presume, would be really annoying to have. A mysterious young woman, born with the gift of magic, and enslaved by the Gestalian Empire. Do I actually want to call her Terra right now? Because I'm not going to name her after myself. Because I don't... full disclosure, I don't really use her in my endgame. There's 3 characters I know for sure that I'll be using. The 4th one, it varies. Terra... Yeah, you'll stay Terra until someone's like, name me after Terra. So, yes, that's how this one will work. Once I get a rename card, whoever claims Terra, I will name them after her. So for now, she will be Terra. Which isn't terrible. My name is Terra. Impressive. I've never heard of anyone recovering so fast. You must be made of tougher stuff than most. I'm probably gonna claim Sabin for myself. But depends. It really depends. I might just not name... Depends how many people want to actually be named stuff. I don't know yet. Open up. We're here for the Magitech armor pilot. Well, why don't you mind your own beeswax? Open the store right now and hand over that girl. She's an agent of the Empire. Against her will. Empire? Magitech armor? There's no time to explain. You need to get out of here. These fools aren't gonna listen to reason. This way, quickly. Well, first off... anytime I used to look at this as a kid, I would see, like, a face. I never really clued in it was a suit of armor. There'd be, like, a face and the sword under it. Also, check every grandfather clock. There's usually an elixir in it. In real life, or otherwise. Make your way out of town through the mines. I'll try and buy you some time. Well, I hope you're rich, and that you can afford to buy me copious levels of time. Up there! Yeah, that's me. Don't worry about it. Just don't worry your pretty little head over it, guards. Do I fight stuff in here? Yeah, clearly I do. We got a bandit and a spritzer. You haven't seen the bandit yet. How much damage do I do just from strikes? Okay, these things are pretty weak then. I can't remember, does the meter go up faster if I mash? I feel like it does, but I might just be remembering things incorrectly. Suppose I could have used... I thought she had fire. Okay, didn't really matter. And maybe I should just save it. Yeah, I'll save it. I won't end the episode just yet. Yes, I will overwrite this file. And I'm gonna heal myself. Because I don't want to embarrassingly die in the first episode. Sorry, I just would prefer not to. That would be silly. I will get this treasure, however. Ah. It's another bandit and a spritzer. I just decided to skip it. Obtain Phoenix Down. I'll never say no to a Phoenix Down. Keep my party members alive. Although it doesn't work so well when you're the only party member. Sleeping bag. That's basically a tent, but for one person. Still handy to have. There's clearly a door here. 2 more spritzers. You've seen me kill them a bunch of times. 2 more spritzers and a preemptive strike. There she is. I forgot about this part. How did I forget about this part? Maybe I should... If I can save it before this starts, maybe I should save this for a separate episode then? Otherwise, this is going to be a really long intro. Well, let's play it by ear, shall we? I just want to see how much of this game I remember. I don't usually like to look stuff up when I'm playing these older games. My sweet little magic user. I could never do the laugh, and the laugh is butchered in this version. With this slave crown, you'll all be mine. I might even go so far as to add the correct laugh sound effect in. We'll see how I feel about it. So let's enjoy this flashback, now that we saw Terra being enslaved by Kefka. Imperial soldiers, 3 of them. Fire beam. Yes, I know how strong the Magitech armor is. If Biggs and Wedge could use it... Whee-hee-hee! Good, good! Burn them all to a crisp! I'm sorry that I'm downplaying how insane Kefka is. It's kind of hard to match his insanity. What a bonkers guy he is. You know, I feel like Kefka would have made a perfect fit in Kingdom Hearts. Like, if they're going to have any Final Fantasy bosses in there, it really should have been Kefka. Despite the Final Fantasy... Like, what was it? Final Fantasy VII and afterwards? Soldier of the Empire, we stand at the dawn of a new age. The lost power of magic has returned to us. We are the chosen ones. I want to get Kingdom Hearts 3 going. The time has come for us to claim our rightful dominion over the world. Nothing shall stand in our way. Hurrah! Long live Emperor Gastal! I also just found out about, like, a Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 collection. For PS4. I have half a mind to get it and play those too. Although I don't know yet. I would like to play Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to play Final Fantasy 15 still. And I want to Switch. I'm so far behind on gaming right now. But I have older games that I want to play. Took you long enough. Busy with all the robbing and plundering, I presume? But new games that I've been beaten to, or old games, I'll probably get like a similar view count. But what do I know? A treasure hunter and trail-worn traveler searching the world for relics of the past. So, as I promised, I will name Loke after Crit X, who suggested I played this game. How do I change the case? There we go. With the shoulder buttons like it said. There you go, crit X. You will forever be immortalized in my Final Fantasy VI Advance playthrough. I prefer the term treasure hunting. Ha! Semantic nonsense. There's a huge difference. Is there now? Anyway, is there something you need me to do? There is indeed. I met the girl. You don't mean. The city guard is pursuing her as we speak. The city has the strength to stand up to the Empire, but it won't use it. The people are just too stubbornly independent to join an underground resistant group like the Returners. I tried to explain that the Empire was controlling the girl, but they wouldn't even listen. What do you expect from an Empire? Alright, so you want me to get her out of Narsh? That'd be the idea. Make your way to Figaro for the time being. So I don't... What was I gonna say? Has there ever been a game where an Empire has been, you know, friendly? Maybe I'll just chop this episode into 2 episodes and not have a real hi or bye here. Now we've got her. Because now we get our first taste of a split up. Wonderful, there's a whole bunch of them. Youppow! What was that? Oh, hey, it's Moogles. Oodles of Moogles. Are you saying you want to help? Yeah, they want to help us. Youppow! Yeah, Moogles want to help. Use us to protect Terra from the guards. Would you like an explanation? No, that's not necessary. Please let me save? No, I guess I can't save. So yeah, maybe I'll split this into 2 episodes. If I did, you'll find out soon enough. Okay, so I have to hit select to change where characters have gone. So this is the one with Mog, Mululu, Moghand, and Mogel. Mog is the most badass of the bunch. So bear that in mind as you inflict pain and punishment on these adversaries. Mog should learn a dance from this encounter. Every different background that you fight with Mog gives a different background. Or it gives a new dance, I mean. Some of which are missable forever. So you'll have to bear that in mind. So we got another Megalodoth and Silver Lobo. Oh, let's start stealing. Let's see if there's any good stuff from these monsters. I can't remember if this is bestiary in this version of the game or not, and if it tells you what you can steal from certain adversaries. It's not like there's going to be any shortage of stuff to steal. I'm also uncertain that for these types of fights, if I'll actually skip fights or not, I might just go ahead and leave them all in. Because so far I'm leaving them. I'm gonna leave them in. Let's see if I can't steal from this mammoth. Stole a potion. It's one less potion I'll have to buy. I don't remember having any real problem getting, you know what it's called, money in this game. But I only ever use, like, I don't know. A lot of games I'll only use, like, the absolute core people that I have to, and will let everyone else rot. And this is Mogsy, Mogwin, Mugmug, and Cosmog. I didn't realize any of them didn't have Mog in the name. Mugmug should be able to steal. Should be Mogmug or Mugmog. But nobody consulted me. It's not up to me. So let's get in a position where I can't be bypassed. But let's switch around. I'm gonna use... yeah, I'm gonna do this. That doesn't jump them, does it? Because it should. Oh well. I might want to actually Is Margaret... Did Margaret bite the bullet? Might actually be dead. Yeah. Oh well. No big deal. 29 EXP. I think that might even be all the... I mean, I could use a Phoenix down. Yeah, that's the... Okay. And that's the last one. So excellent. Oh, that's a preemptive strike. Somehow. Even though the other one wasn't. When it should have been, by my estimation. Alright, so that's that. Yeah, I'm gonna let the Mog party take care of this guy. I won't take his pears from him, because I don't want to be some sort of fruit thief. Now, if I remember correctly, this is what I want to do. I want to dance. Will of the Wisp. What's that do? 1,000 damage? I don't think this will do 1,000. That's better. I want Mog to do Snare, because you can instant kill this guy with Snare, or whatever it's called in this version of it. But I didn't need to use it anyway. That was nowhere near as bad as I thought it would be. I remember this being tougher. But screw it, I think I'm going to turn this into 2 episodes now. Which, I'm sure you've realized already. Thanks, Moogles, we're in your debt. Yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah, let's make out. Let's make it out of here. That fallen down sprite of Terra's, I've always looked at it as like she's not face down. I always just imagine her being like, it's always reversed to me. Even though I finally figured out, this switch oughta free us from this cave. I could... 30... yeah. I could realistically cram this into 1 episode and not be, like, an arse about it. After I cut out those couple of battles that I actually did cut out. While I skip by story elements, a man said it would come back eventually, her memory. So you've got Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Don't worry, I won't leave your side until your memory returns. Well, that's awful nice, you Crit X. I'm not gonna up and abandon someone just because they lost their memory. Well, it's not like they'd know the difference. I'll keep you safe, I promise. Although once they lost their memory, any new memories that would go on top of it, I guess they'd remember. I don't think that's how the memory works. Yeah, this isn't an obnoxious amount of time. I'll save it. I'll save it and make this 1 episode, so disregard anything I said about this being a 2-parter. Despite all of our recent advances in technology, the outside world remains full of monsters we know little about. Here we provide advice to travelers brave enough to face its many dangers. I'm just gonna go in here because I know there's a save point, as well as, you know, other stuff. I think this heals me. Yeah, it does. Which that gentleman would inform you of. And I will also save here. And I'm gonna call that an episode. There we go. So, thank you very much for joining me in the inaugural edition of Final Fantasy VI Advance with a Guitar Hero controller. I still go by MegaHarv. And I hope to see you next time.